And now we will glimpse the future by calling on the spirit world to guide us through the astral plane to the... Actually, we just asked a bunch of SMBs what they think is going to happen in the next 20 years. Oh. Yeah.
Corey's Local Marketing Minute is brought to you by iPublish Media. Increase new accounts and grow local ad revenue by delivering the types of campaign SMBs want to buy today. Learn more by visiting iPublishMedia.com or by emailing sales@iPublishMedia.com. And now, the shaman of local marketing, Corey Elliott.
How'd you like that spooky opening, huh? I got a spooky shirt on, too. Got a little skull and crossbones on it. Anyway, welcome back to another Local Marketing Minute. So in the past couple of years, we've all learned the future is kind of uncertain. So we want to know what SMBs thought about the future. Instead of just ask them, we laid out certain predictions, then asked if they thought they would come true, and when they thought they would come true. I'm going to go over 4 of them right now. In the next episode, we'll go over some more. Plus, hear their very own predictions about what's going to happen and how it affects you. So let's get into it, shall we? Prediction number 1. Advances in ad serving practices will eliminate the need for ad blockers. So blocking the ad blockers, or the ad blockers get blocked or something. Anyway, what are the chances of this ever happening? This is what we proposed to SMBs, and here's what they said. 33%. With 30% of SMBs saying this will never happen. Those are 2 different things. This is the overall chances of this happening based on their answers. We averaged that. This is just the people who said never. They could choose never, probably not, 50-50 chance, probably, or absolutely for every prediction. Then we asked of the people who said it could happen. When do you think it's going to happen? Here was the average answer, 2028. So SMBs don't really think this is going to happen. They told us why. Somebody said they'll just build better ad blockers. But some people said they'll just integrate ads so people can't block them. Then we got a lot of people saying they see a cycle being set up. That, and I quote, digital ad companies that will always flaunt? I think it's flaunt? Digital ad companies that will always flaunt the rules and make ad blockers necessary. So they find a way around the ad blockers, new ad blockers come out. Find a way around new ad blockers come out. Ad nauseum. Okay, so low chance of this happening. Let's move on to one that has a high chance of happening, according to SMBs. Printed newspapers no longer exist or are extremely rare. So, printed newspapers go away. What is the likelihood of that happening? 70%. 26% said absolutely. 1 out of 4 SMBs say newspapers are going to go away. When do they think they're going to go away? 2031. So, why? What are some of the reasons they think this? They know that the costs of print and delivery are going up. A lot of them will say local newspapers will pivot to online subscriptions. A lot of SMBs noted they already have. And a good amount of SMBs say local might last longer than national newspapers. You're going to see this word pop up a lot. That's important for SMBs. You'll see through their predictions that local matter to SMB. It's a differentiator. You get the strong sense that if something is local, it's better. Keep that in mind. Next, local journalism moves from an ad-supported model to a member-supported and sponsorship model, similar to NPR or PBS. Sponsored journalism. What's the chance of it ever happening? According to SMBs, 47%. This is really 50-50. We had a full 34% of the panelists gave it a 50-50 shot. When will this come to pass? By 2030. Some pretty savvy SMBs out there. A lot of them ask, isn't this already happening? With a good amount saying newspapers still need ad revenue. And some feared that if this were to happen, that journalism could get slanted one way or another. To quote, having members support it, the newspaper, means whoever has the most money to spend will be able to control the narrative. Didn't expect that from a dry cleaner, did you? Don't know if a dry cleaner actually said that. No. Electronic LED billboards, currently 4% of all billboards, will outnumber old-fashioned poster billboards on U.S. highways. It's a little out-of-home action. What do SMBs think? What are the chances of this happening? Pretty darn good. 65% chance of happening, with 44% of SMBs saying it's probably going to happen. When? 2033. Okay, outdoor industry, you got 12 years to make this happen. Do you want SMBs to be wrong? I didn't think so. Got some interesting comments on this one. They recognize the initial cost to convert a billboard might be problematic and slow things down a little bit. More than one brought up zoning, so they understand there are different laws that dictate what can happen where. And a lot of them brought up rural areas. Can't really say that. I have trouble with rural, with non-urban areas. Oh, listen to this. Standalone energy source like solar would be needed to power rural locations. Check out the big brain on that guy. So in conclusion, ad blockers stay, newspapers go, sponsored journalism? Maybe, or not, or maybe. Digital outdoor? Yep, 12 years away. In our next video, we'll go over 3 more predictions, plus tell you what they came up with by themselves. Can you tell that it has little skulls on it? Here, look. Do you see?
You've been watching Corey's Local Marketing Minute, sponsored by our friends at iPublish Media. Learn more at iPublishMedia.com. And if a few minutes with Corey isn't enough, you can hear more of his insights on the Local Marketing Trends podcast. Just look for the podcast link on BurrellAssociates.com.